Hello guys, this is Dear and welcome to my classic Doctor Who reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Silurians. This is the second full episode for the John Pertwee Doctor. This is part of Series 7. Last week I reviewed Spearhead from Space, the 4-part that starts off this series, and then off the bat of Spearhead from Space we come straight into this episode called the Silurians, which is a 7-part episode. 7-part, which is a very long time, a very, very long episode. It did take me a few days to actually watch the entire thing, but I was very happy when I did, because the episode itself is very entertaining. I have one problem with this episode, actually. I probably have about two. The first problem being we don't see any actual, the first few episodes, there's this kind of blackness of very little going on, so you have the cliffhanger out, resolution to that cliffhanger, then you have the build-up and the middle stuff, just general plot developments, and then you will go into another cliffhanger, but these cliffhangers don't mean anything, and it really hurts the episode when you have a story that should really be 4 or 6 parts instead of 7, because that one episode, maybe if you cut out that 25 minutes there, you cut that out, this full serial will be a lot better. I think that when they were making this episode, they really needed to see an improvement in views of the series, and if they did big episodes, therefore they could, there's only 4 full episodes in this season, so they only made 25 episodes for this one season, and each 3 of them are 7 parts. So that's what makes me struggle to watch these, because some of these do not need to be 7 parts. This episode especially, it could be a 6, it could even be a 4, but maybe that's a bit like squeezing it into one. But to be honest, I don't really care, because at the end we do get a good ending, or a good form of conclusion, a good plot towards the end. It's just the beginning, there's this weird dinosaur thing, which is then my second complaint. The weird dinosaur thing does not make sense. It makes you think that, look, we've got a big dinosaur, it's just so then they don't need to show the Silurians then in the first episode, they can show them later on in the second, making that another cliffhanger. And it's, the dinosaur doesn't really come to much, which disappointed me slightly. But the actual plan of the Silurians I do love. I think that the idea of trying to sort of wipe out the human race in a virus, and this uncopable virus, and watching the characters try to stop this virus, they go to the hospital and there's a man and he's dead along the floor. You go, they're trying to stop all of this stuff happening, but it's getting harder for them to do that. And I think that this episode really shows the Doctor and his way of sort of being an outside source, like a third party, because you've got UNIT and Earth, and you've got the Silurians. They will just wage war on each other and defeat each other and fight each other and everything, and basically turn the world into scraps, and nobody will be able to inhabit it at all. And then you got the Doctor, which is like the middleman, the one that's speaking for both sides, and he's going across, which is probably another complaint that I can make about this episode, the fact that the Doctor makes a lot of tracking back and forth, and going across there, going back to see the Silurians, and going back to then go and see UNIT, and then doing that a lot throughout one episode or 2 episodes. He gets prisoned at one point, and it all kind of blends into one. I love this biological weapon type stuff. Doctor Who doesn't do this anymore. These massive, huge things that can affect the entire universe if this thing gets broken out fully, and it's something they can't control. It's not like a war, or it's not like a it's not like a war, or it's not like an invasion that can be stopped. It's something that is invisible, and is taking out people so quickly that you don't know where it's going to go next, therefore you can't go and stop it. So I think that's a great thing, really. But the Doctor was able to make an antidote for this, and after a small delay of, that entire 6th episode, that antidote was then passed out, saving pretty much everyone. So this episode, to sum up, is pretty forgettable. Once you've watched it, you would have just gone, yeah, that was alright. And then you go, what happened? I can't remember. Because I don't really care. This episode is not a good one to go, yeah, I'll start with this, or it's nothing special, there's no new things happening, it is just an episode of Doctor Who. So that's why it's forgettable, really. It's forgettable, but it is enjoyable. So I do like the biological weapon stuff. So thank you guys for watching. This has been DJSTs. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a like. I think I'm going to review a film this week. I think I'm going to review Passengers. Because I've recently seen it and I thought I wanted to review it. So thank you guys for watching. This has been DJSTs. Goodbye.